everyone. I just want to make this quick video to show you guys how to keep an autistic child safe. Matthew is 8 years old, as most of you know, family and friends, and I've been reading a lot of articles in the last, I would say, few weeks that people shared with me, but I also saw on Facebook about autistic kids that tragic, it's tragic, they drown or they go into the road. Statistics say that autistic kids are more prone to dying in accidents and things like that at home, but it doesn't have to be that way, and I really feel strongly about this. So I'm going to make a short video. If you know somebody with an, it doesn't matter, whether they're severely autistic or mildly autistic, high functioning, or however you see it, it doesn't really matter. They can learn. I have seen it. Matthew is in a special needs school. He was diagnosed with severe autism, but as you all know, he has made so much progress, and he has absolutely um, made that nullified basically that diagnosis a long time ago. But this video is going to be shortly about using signs to visuals, as we know it, to teach the autistic child how to be safe. It really, really does work. That's why I'm sharing this. I'm not, somebody to make videos, but I have been doing a few for speech therapy and for other parents to see how you use the visuals, because it has worked for Matthew. Of course, we pray for him, and we have faith that, that he will one day be fully verbal and all things like that. We have a lot of hopes and dreams for him, but you have to work very hard at it. As an autistic parent, you need to understand that an autistic child does not learn like a neurotypical child, like telling them, don't go near the water, don't jump off the roof, don't go on there. You can do all those things and say all those things to them, but it's not really going to make a difference because they are visual learners. Once you scream at them or you repeatedly tell them to do things where a neurotypical child will listen to you, they shut down, because to them it's not because they are naughty, it's because it's a sensory overload. You can't tell them once you tell them, give them one instruction, you have to give them time to process it, and then they can do that instruction. So I'm shortly going to show you what I do with Matthew so that you can share this with someone else. I don't want to make a long, video, but because it works. Matthew now is busy using an electronic program app. I think it's AAC app you call it. He's busy learning that. I've gone for a lot of training, so that I'm not going to show that to you now. But basically what you start out with, if you've got an autistic child, is you start out with the basics. This is what I started out with when Matthew had to learn to cross a road. It took me about a year because he would just run into the road. So, it's repeating something. So I would show him in the beginning, I started when he was 3 years old. I would tell him, for instance, they like to know beforehand what they are going to do. I would tell him, okay, we're going to go to the car now, and then you are going to go to class. So he would know when we go out the door, or we're going to the park, or we're going to the playground, or assembly, or to the library, or even, these are the shops that we have. He is so good with this, showing him this is what we're going to do now, and this is how we do it. So I would tell him, you go into the car, you wait in your car seat. I would show him the sign. I don't have to do it anymore now. This is what's really good about it. I only put up the signs like the one I showed you on Facebook, the not available sign. I used to have it on all my windows, all the sliding doors, all the doors, and I don't need it anymore because he has learned that skill, and that's what it's about. They actually learn and remember things they see visually. So when we have to cross a road, I would show him that we wait, and I would show him cars and say we wait till there's no cars. We have to look this way, and that's just a repetitive thing that I did. And sometimes I would tell him, okay, you're going to need to hold my hand, you're going to need help, because it's a really busy road and we're going to have to do this together. So there is signs you can show them. Like I said, at the moment I hardly ever use these signs, just now and again I do have it available, but this one I still have on the front door because I still have times that he will go and try and open the door, but now he sees the sign and I've showed it to him. I tell him, this is not available, you cannot go out here, you have to stay inside, and it's not safe for you to go on your own in the road. So he starts understanding the concept of, if he sees this sign, and you can put it on the stove, you can put it everywhere that you want him to refrain from doing. He used to, I mean, I had it on the stove a time ago. He used to put on the stove, just put it on randomly, and the plates. It took me a lot of dedication and time and training. It doesn't happen on its own with autistic kids. You have to actually put in the hard work. Same with we do, you know, these. This is also just a small system I do to let him. We first do our schoolwork, the iPad time, you know, the game time and stuff like that. It comes last. But they learn and they love it. They love the structure, they love the routine, they love knowing what's going to happen next. This is actually making them feel very secure. So I just want to share this with you guys. I know this ended up being a really long video, but yes, share it with someone if you want to. But it does help. This is how you teach them. It starts out how you teach them to be safe, not to, you know, when you go to a swimming pool, you show them the sign, this is not available, you're going to need help. Stuff like that. It's simple, but it saves lives. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.